Hello everyone. I hope everyone's having a good day. I apologize for the confusions and the power being out this morning. I'm going to record this video and work through some of these examples with you just so that we can get through them together, and I want to teach you how to do them. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to do the evens on this video, and then we're going to have you guys, I'll do the left column, so 1 through 10, and then I'll have you guys do 10 through 11 on your own. But if just by watching this video and following along, you'll be able to get most of them done. We'll also talk through this really quickly. This was practice that we did on our Zoom call the other day, but I just wanted to remind you guys. So the first part of this worksheet has you going through and just labeling what would be best. So for example, we said that the mass of a small rock would likely be best measured in grams. So I just want you to pick the best option out of these units and place them with what they would look like. But we're going to start in the conversions part, because I think this is the part that we might need a little bit more explaining to do, because you guys watched the video rather than me talking to you guys about it. But the main thing we're going to use is this little chart right here. So just to explain how this chart looks again, it tells us that we have our different prefixes for any metric unit. So for our base units are either grams, meters, or liters. We can either have kilo, hecto, deca, deci, centi, or milli. Any one of those can be with any one of our base units. And so simply by using this chart, we can figure out how to convert between the two. So what I'm going to do is show a couple examples. This question is asking us to start at 5.87 kilometers and go to meters. So how we do this is we find our chart. So we're at kilometers, so K, M, and we need to go to base unit meters. So if we're moving to the right, if we're starting here and going down the staircase, we would go down how many steps? 1, 2, 3. And so for every step, we're going to multiply by 10. So that is like we would multiply by 10, multiply by 10, and multiply by 10. So if we were to do that, I'll show you guys this on a calculator too, just as another way to show you. 5.86 times 10. So our calculator says that if we multiply by 10, we're going to move our decimal place over 1. So let's multiply by 10 again. We need to do it 3 times to get all the way down. And then if we multiply it by 1 more time, it is 5870. So 5870 is our answer. All we did was we multiplied our initial number by 10, and we did it 3 times because we went down 3 steps. We started at kilo and went down 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now let's do hectometer to kilometer. So we're starting at hecto and going to kilo. So if we're moving to the left, we're going to divide. If we're going up the staircase, we use this side. If we're going down it, we use this side. So we're going to divide by 10. So what that looks like, let's just write out divide by 10. Divide. I think I spelled that right. Don't know why it's giving me a underline. I think I spelled that right. So what we do is we divide by 10. So what's 2 divided by 10? So if we're going to do it in our calculator just to help us see it, if we can't do this in our heads, we're going to do 2 divided by 10, and it's going to give us 0.12. So our answer is 0.12 kilometers. If we were to look at our decimal point in both of these, they just get moved by the number of zeros we have. So we have 10, so we have 1 0, so we move it to the left since we're dividing. On this one we have 3 zeros, or 3 tenths, so we're going to move it to the left 1, 2, 3 times. It's another way to do it. If you like to use a calculator and divide, I'm okay with that too. So we're going to do 8,800 centimeters to meters. So we're going to start at centi and go to our base. So we're going to go how many steps up? 1, 2. So that means we divide by 10, divide by 10. So we're going to divide by 10, and we're going to divide by 10 again. So if we were to use our calculator, it would be 8800 divided by 10, and then divided by 10 again, which is 88. So our answer is 88. You can also see we're getting rid of, we divided by 10 twice, so we got rid of both our zeros, is another way to do it. So we're going from millimeters to meters. So we're starting at milli and going to our base unit of meters. So we're going up how many steps? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to divide 3 times. So if we ended up dividing 3 times, this would actually be 0.5 meters. And let's do, this is deci to meters. So deci is this one. So we're going to go from deci up to our base unit. So we're just dividing by 10 once. 178 divided by 10 is 17.8. Divide by 10. That's one. Another one. We're going to do milliliters to liters now. So we start at milliliter and go up to liters. So liters is another base unit. We're starting at milli. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So if we were to divide by 10 3 times, we would move our decimal place over 3. So if we start a decimal point here, it'd go over to the left 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Our answer is going to be 0.870 liters. Now we're going to go the other way. We're going to start at liters and go to milliliters. So let's use our chart. We're going to start at meters as or liters as our base and go to milli. So we're going to multiply by 1, 2, 3. So multiply by 10, by 10, by 10. So 3 times. So we'll do it. Copy this one just so I don't have to rewrite it. And that means we're going to move our decimal point 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. Since we ran out, we needed to put in a 0. So we moved our decimal point 3 places. We got just a few more I'm going to do with you guys, and then we'll have you guys go through some. So now we have liters and deciliters. So just D is deci, DA is deca. Deciliters. So liters, just let me make sure, we're going to start at our base unit and go to deci. So we're going to go base unit and go down. So if we go down 1 step, we're going to multiply by 10. So this is just a multiply by 10, which means we're going to move our decimal point over to the right 1 place. So we're starting here. We'll move it to the right 1 spot. So it's 95000. Now we have decaliters to centiliters. So this gets a little bit trickier. We're starting at deca and going to centi. So we're going to go down our staircase. So we'll multiply by 10, multiply by 10, and multiply by 10. So we have 3 times. So I'll put that there. And then if I were to move my decimal point, for every 10 I have, it'd be 1, 2, 3. Or let me put it over here. We're going to have 4.6, or sorry, 7.4. So if I were to move it, it'd be 1. And then let's put it as 0, 2, 3. So we're starting here, 1, 2, 3. Now our decimal point is going to be there, and this will become a comma. So that's how many. So we will have 7 1,400 centiliters in 7.4 deciliters. Now the last one we're going to work through together is this, liters to deciliters. So we are starting at liters, we're going to deci. Our base unit is liter, we're going to deci, so we're going to multiply by 10. So this is going to be times 10, and we would move our decimal point to the right one spot. So this is going to be 32 deciliters. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys have questions going through these other ones, please let me know. As all we have to do is find where we're starting, find what unit we're starting in, and how many steps we have to go down or up on our chart right here, and it'll tell us how many times to multiply or divide by 10. So I hope that was straightforward. As always, please let me know if you have questions.